Who would have thought that a Tesla could cost less than a popular combustion car? Well, that's exactly what's about to happen. The Model 2, set to launch in 2025, promises to break all barriers by bringing an unbelievable price of $17,595. But how did Tesla pull off this magic? It's not just about cutting costs. It's a complete revolution in car manufacturing. While electric vehicles still seem like a luxury to many, that perception is about to change. And the most impressive part? This price doesn't come with drastic cuts in quality or technology. Quite the opposite. Elon Musk had already hinted that an affordable Tesla was in the works, but now it has moved from a mere idea to a concrete project. For a car at this level to be sold at such an aggressive price, every step of production had to be reimagined. Giga Casting, for example, eliminated several complex parts of the chassis by merging them into a single giant piece, drastically reducing assembly time and costs. Not to mention the new factory in Mexico, designed exclusively for the large-scale production of the Model 2. This means it's not an exclusive or limited model. Tesla intends to manufacture millions of these units. What's interesting is that, unlike traditional automotive industry strategies, Tesla doesn't rely on basic versions packed with paid add-ons. From the start, the Model 2 will be a fully equipped car, featuring cutting-edge technology and impressive efficiency. This model aims to dismantle the idea that electric vehicles are a privilege reserved for a select few. In fact, the Model 2 could be the ultimate push toward global electrification, putting pressure on traditional automakers that still hesitate to lower the prices of their EVs. And don't think the low price means a boring car with no features. Tesla has a history of delivering disruptive innovations, and the Model 2 will be no different. One of the biggest bets is on intelligent simplicity. Fewer parts, fewer complicated processes, and more efficiency. Instead of heavy and complex components, this car will be optimized for fast manufacturing and low maintenance costs. In the end, this translates to a vehicle that isn't just affordable at the time of purchase, but remains cost-effective for years to come. Another standout feature is that the Model 2 won't be produced on the same assembly line as Tesla's other models. That's because the automaker doesn't just want to create a cheaper car. It wants to completely transform the concept of automotive manufacturing. The new Gigafactory in Mexico will be the heart of this revolution, designed to be the most efficient factory in the world. Producing an affordable car on a massive scale requires a completely different approach, and Tesla seems to be ahead of every other brand in this regard. Building a cheap electric car has always been a massive challenge. Batteries are still expensive, advanced technology comes at a high cost, and traditional automakers have never managed to make a truly affordable model viable. But Tesla seems to have found the perfect formula to solve this problem. With its next-gen platform, the new generation of its production line, the company managed to reduce Model 2 manufacturing costs by an astounding 50%. This means making this car cost half as much as producing a Model 3. And believe it, this change didn't come from just one or two adjustments. It was a complete revolution. The secret behind this cost-cutting success lies in a concept called Giga Casting. If before a car was assembled from hundreds of separate parts, now Tesla is doing something completely different, molding the main structure of the vehicle into a single giant piece. This reduces the number of components, eliminates the need for dozens of welding processes, and makes the car both lighter and more durable. In other words, less material, less production time, and a more efficient car. And the best part? This innovation doesn't compromise quality. On the contrary, it makes the Model 2 even more robust. But Tesla didn't stop at the chassis to cut costs. The solid-state battery, currently in development, promises to be a game changer. The highest cost of an electric car has always been the battery, but Tesla's engineers are drastically reducing this expense. Estimates suggest that the cost of materials for the Model 2's battery will be around $5,000, something unimaginable just a few years ago. This is possible because Tesla has heavily invested in vertical integration, eliminating middlemen and creating its own supply chain. And there's more. The Model 2 factory won't just be another production line. It will be the most efficient ever built by Tesla. The Mexican Gigafactory is being designed to break productivity records, with the ambitious goal of producing 10,000 cars per week. This means that in just 1 month, this factory could manufacture over 40,000 Model 2 units, something no other automaker has achieved with a low-cost electric car. And by being located in Mexico, Tesla benefits from qualified labor at a lower cost, which also directly impacts the car's final price. Another key aspect is that Tesla is eliminating unnecessary complex processes that increase costs. While many automakers rely on various suppliers for different components, Tesla is centralizing everything within its own facilities. This means less transportation, less waste, and better quality control. The logic here is simple. The fewer steps in the manufacturing process, the cheaper and faster the car can be produced. Having a cheap car at the time of purchase is already a huge advantage, but the real impact of the Tesla Model 2 lies in its long-term ownership costs. Many still believe that electric vehicles are expensive to maintain, but the truth is quite the opposite. The Model 2 promises to be one of the most economical cars ever built, with minimal maintenance, a long-lasting battery, and drastically lower operational costs compared to any combustion engine car. And the best part? Drivers will feel this savings directly in their pockets every single day. One of the Model 2's biggest advantages is its high durability battery. Unlike gasoline-powered vehicles, which require constant oil changes, spark plug replacements, filters, and countless moving parts subject to wear and tear, the Model 2 doesn't need any of that. The battery is designed to last between 500,000 and 800,000 kilometers, meaning it could run for decades before needing a replacement. To put this in perspective, that's up to 3 times the lifespan of a traditional combustion engine. And it's not just maintenance where the Model 2 saves money. The cost per kilometer driven is drastically lower than that of any gasoline car. On average, charging a Tesla is 80% cheaper than fueling a conventional vehicle. For a driver who covers 21,000 kilometers per year, the cost of electricity would be around $143, whereas a gas-powered car would spend nearly $1,500 on fuel for the same distance. That represents up to $900 in annual savings. And considering fuel prices keep rising, this difference is only expected to grow. Another major advantage lies in the technology behind electric motors. They have fewer moving parts, meaning less wear and lower maintenance needs. In traditional cars, components like timing belts, fuel injectors, and exhaust systems are always at risk of failure and come with high repair costs. In the Model 2, these problems simply don't exist. The only maintenance required is occasional tire replacements and brake fluid checks. And speaking of brakes, the Model 2 further reduces maintenance costs with its regenerative braking system. Instead of relying solely on brake pads and discs to slow down, the car uses its own electric motor to recover energy every time it decelerates. This not only increases battery range, but also extends brake pad lifespan up to 4 times longer than in a traditional car. In other words, fewer trips to the repair shop and less money spent on maintenance. But the savings don't stop there. Another factor that lowers the Model 2's cost of ownership is its low insurance costs. Because electric vehicles have fewer fire risks and require less maintenance, insurance companies tend to charge lower premiums. Additionally, Tesla equips its cars with advanced AI-based safety systems, reducing the risk of accidents and thefts. This means that besides spending less on fuel and repairs, drivers will also save on insurance. Not every car is designed with the comfort of getting in and out in mind. Many models, especially the more affordable ones, overlook a crucial factor: accessibility. However, the Tesla Model 2 was not only designed to be affordable, but also to be extremely comfortable and easy to drive for everyone, especially seniors and drivers with reduced mobility. After all, what's the point of having an economical car if getting in and out of it is a struggle? The chassis height was carefully planned to strike the perfect balance. The Model 2 is not as low as a traditional sedan, but also not as high as an SUV, making entry and exit effortless. This means that drivers and passengers won't have to bend too much or climb too high to get in, which makes a huge difference for those with joint issues or mobility difficulties. It's a simple detail, but one that transforms the driving experience. Another crucial factor is the wide-opening doors. Inspired by the Model Y, the Model 2's doors are expected to open at an angle between 75 and 80 degrees, ensuring even easier entry. With an estimated passage width between 38 and 40 inches, they eliminate the struggle of squeezing in and out. This is something many people don't realize until they experience it firsthand, but anyone who has tried to get into a car with narrow doors knows how frustrating it can be. The seats have also been designed to provide ideal comfort and support. With an estimated height of 18 inches, they offer a natural seating position, preventing passengers from having to make an effort to sit down. Additionally, the seat width may range between 18 and 20 inches, providing enough space for long journeys without feeling cramped. Tesla has also invested in high-density foam padding, capable of absorbing up to 70% of road vibrations, making every ride much smoother. But accessibility isn't just about physical comfort. The Model 2's technology is also designed to make driving more intuitive and safer. Tesla has redesigned the car's front pillars, reducing their thickness by up to 20% to eliminate blind spots and provide a wider field of vision. This is crucial for older drivers, who may have slower reflexes and depend on clear visibility of their surroundings. The windows follow this same philosophy, making driving more comfortable and less tiring. They are 25 to 30% larger than those found in traditional compact sedans, creating a sense of spaciousness and better external visibility. For those who spend long hours in traffic or drive in busy areas, this translates into greater safety and less mental fatigue while on the road. Having an affordable car is great, but it also needs to be safe. And when it comes to safety, Tesla has always been a leader. The Model 2 won't just be one of the most affordable EVs on the market. It will also be one of the safest ever built. The company has incorporated cutting-edge technologies to prevent accidents and make driving more stress-free, whether for experienced drivers or those who lack confidence behind the wheel. After all, the fewer worries on the road, the better the driving experience. One of the biggest innovations in the Model 2 is its 360 degrees camera system, which offers a complete view around the vehicle. Using at least 8 high-resolution cameras, the car generates a real-time aerial view, eliminating blind spots and making maneuvers and parking much easier. If parking has ever been a nightmare for some drivers, the Model 2 is here to solve that problem once and for all. In addition to cameras, the Model 2 will also feature advanced ultrasonic sensors, capable of detecting nearby objects with millimeter precision. These sensors act as a sixth sense for the driver, alerting them to pedestrians, cyclists, and hidden obstacles. And what about those small accidents that happen while maneuvering in tight spaces? Studies show that 360 degrees camera systems can reduce parking-related collisions by up to 30%, a relief for anyone afraid of scraping their car in narrow parking spots. Another standout feature is the enhanced autopilot system. Even though this is an entry-level model, the Model 2 is expected to include driver assist features that were previously only available in much more expensive cars. This means the vehicle can help keep its lane, brake automatically in emergencies, and even recognize traffic signs. For those who drive long distances or frequently face heavy traffic, this reduces fatigue and makes traveling safer. And it doesn't stop there. The Model 2 structure has been engineered to be extremely impact-resistant. Thanks to Giga Casting, the chassis is molded into a single piece, eliminating structural weak points. This makes the car up to 20% more rigid, providing greater protection in case of a collision. Additionally, since the battery is placed on the vehicle's floor, the center of gravity is lower, significantly reducing the risk of rollovers. The airbags in the Model 2 have also been improved. Tesla is already known for developing smart airbag systems that adapt to the impact, deploying with the right intensity for different types of collisions. Furthermore, the Model 2 is expected to feature advanced side airbags, offering extra protection for passengers in side-impact crashes, which are among the most dangerous types of accidents on the road. When people think of an affordable electric car, many imagine a simple vehicle with no thrills in terms of driving experience. But the Tesla Model 2 is set to break that stereotype, delivering an impressive combination of lightweight design, high performance, and energy efficiency. Even though it's the cheapest Tesla model, it won't disappoint when it comes to handling and throttle response. If there's one thing Tesla has proven, it's that even its entry-level models can be surprisingly fun to drive. One of the biggest secrets behind the Model 2's performance lies in its ultra-light materials, which reduce weight without compromising safety. Thanks to Giga Casting technology, the Model 2 will be 15% to 20% lighter than the Model 3, weighing between 2,800 and 3,000 pounds. This means it requires less energy to move, resulting in greater range and more agile performance. Additionally, with less weight, tire and brake were significantly reduced, keeping maintenance costs even lower. And speaking of efficiency, the Model 2's consumption is impressive. While a Tesla Model 3 consumes about 0.29 kilowatt-hours per mile, the Model 2 has been optimized to just 0.25 kilowatt-hours per mile. This may seem like a small difference, but in practice, it adds up to 30 extra miles of range per full charge. This improvement was made possible through a combination of factors: lighter weight, optimized aerodynamics, and a more efficient motor. Small adjustments that, in the end, make a huge difference in daily driving. But don't think for a second that the Model 2 will be slow. On the contrary, Tesla has already stated that it wants this model to have a fun and responsive acceleration, and early rumors indicate that the car could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 6 seconds. For an entry-level electric vehicle, that's significantly better than any combustion-powered car in the same price range. That's because electric motors deliver instant torque, ensuring lightning-fast throttle response. Driving enthusiasts will be in for a pleasant surprise. And it's not just in straight-line speed where the Model 2 aims to impress. With a lower center of gravity, thanks to its battery placement on the floor, it offers exceptional cornering stability. Tesla has also optimized weight distribution between the axles, making the steering feel more balanced and responsive. This means that, even as an affordable car, it still delivers an engaging and safe driving experience, avoiding the unstable feel common in cheaper models. Another factor contributing to the Model 2's high performance is its regenerative braking system. Every time the driver slows down, the car converts that energy into electricity and stores it in the battery. This feature, known as regenerative braking, not only extends the car's range, but also drastically reduces brake pad wear. In a gasoline-powered car, all this energy is simply wasted as heat, but in the Model 2, it's recovered to help the car drive further. Many still assume that an affordable car has to be basic and uncomfortable, but the Tesla Model 2 is here to challenge that perception. Despite its lower price, it promises to deliver a surprisingly comfortable driving experience, featuring smart design solutions that make a big difference in daily life. With a combination of optimized suspension, enhanced sound insulation, and a next-generation multimedia system, this model has everything it takes to be the most comfortable electric vehicle in its category. One of the biggest innovations in the Model 2 is its McPherson suspension system, designed to absorb up to 90% of road imperfections. This means that, even on rough roads, the car delivers a smooth and bump-free ride. Additionally, Tesla has fine-tuned the suspension to strike the perfect balance between comfort and stability, ensuring that the driver has full control of the vehicle without sacrificing ride quality. But it's not just the suspension that makes the Model 2 a comfortable car. The interior has been designed to reduce driver fatigue, featuring ergonomic seats with optimized lumbar support and high-density foam padding, capable of absorbing up to 70% of road vibrations. This means that even on long trips, passengers won't experience the typical discomfort of stiff or poorly designed seats. To top it off, the interior space has been optimized to ensure a sense of openness and freedom of movement, making the cabin much more pleasant. Another standout feature is its sound insulation. Unlike many entry-level electric cars, which tend to be noisy due to the lack of a combustion engine masking road sounds, the Model 2 uses advanced sound-absorbing materials to create a quiet and relaxing cabin. Wind and tire noise have been significantly reduced, making the car more comfortable for conversations or enjoying music without external interference. And speaking of music, Tesla didn't cut corners on the multimedia system. The Model 2's dashboard is dominated by a 15-inch touchscreen with a 1920 by 1200 resolution, ensuring sharp, easy-to-read icons, even for those unfamiliar with technology. The interface has been designed to be extremely intuitive, and the digital buttons are up to 25% larger than those found on standard displays, making navigation through the system simpler and more accessible for drivers of all ages. But the true star of the multimedia system is the voice control. With over 50 available commands, the driver can adjust the temperature, change music, or set navigation without taking their hands off the wheel. This not only makes driving more convenient, but also safer, as it reduces distractions caused by touching the screen by up to 80%.